One thing about it, two things for certain, it can never be too used. So you might as well keep it too true. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Two-man crew, I promise you gon' love them. South Cat, we done found another. Yeah. Bald-headed bids and they both his brothers. They look in the mirror, probably see each other. Ha. Every time I'm chillin', boy, I'm tuning in to YouTube. Podcast, J and Brew, yeah, it's too true. What's poppin' in the culture, linking with the who's who.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Too True Podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser.
And it's your boy, J.A. the Champ. Big bearded one, fear none. And my Uzi weighs a ton.
You heard him, goddammit. Get low. Jay.
That's how we doing it. What's up?
What's up, man?
Nothing, man. Just chilling, man, for the most part. What you got going?
Same old, man. You know me, man. I just got off, you know what I'm saying? Working 12 hours, working like a slave, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Had me singing Negro spirituals in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you. Man, I was off yesterday, man, but I got to go back in tonight, so I feel your pain.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got straight off, came here to do this right here with you, man, so we can chop up these topics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's been a crazy week, man, you know. Work, kids back in school.
Hey, man. Who you telling, man? Shit.
Crazy,
wow.
man.
Back to school shopping.
Back to school shopping, back to school blues, man. We've been working through it all right about now, man.
Yeah, man. Shoot, let's get into something, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a little less heavier than back to school shopping and back to school and dealing with the kids and all this you know what I'm saying, a pandemic. Man, let's get into that King Disease 2 by Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He dropped. Matter of fact, man, it been a you know what I'm saying, a dope couple weeks to be over 30, man. You had the verses with Locks and Dipset, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You damn near had to be a little bit over 30 to, you know what I'm saying, understand, you know.
The gravity of the situation.
Right.
Because a lot of people, and that's what I noticed online, a lot of people takes or whatever, they was acting like it was a big surprise and Jadakiss is dope. Like, Jadakiss been saying, like, for years, like, top 5 Dead or Alive, and that's off one LP. I think it really just took 2021 for people to really catch up to that slogan and say, "Hey man, that might be big facts."
That's a fact.
Big facts. Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying. Then now we got you know what I'm saying, a dope album. Well, I feel it's a dope album. I don't know how you feel about that King Disease 2 by Nas drop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dope. You know what I'm saying? You damn near got to be, you know what I'm saying, over 30 to kind of get, you know, the significance of a Nas album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In this era, in this time, in this day. At the age, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing Nas, you know, his evolution and progress, and it kind of brought. I heard like academics talking about this like recently because he was talking about a new artist. He was like, you know, it's a lot of these new artists running around saying they the goat, this, goat that. But when you look at them, man, the stages they in their career, most of them are in their prime. You know what I'm saying? To be the goat, I think you gotta transcend like eras. Like you gotta be here for your prime, be dominant in your prime, and still stick around. Like you got to stand the test of time, and I definitely think that's what Nas captured with this King Disease 2. I think he's really, you know, showing the test of time. Like what he's been doing, he's still doing, and he's still good at it.
Yeah.
So
I definitely agree with all that. With what you just said, man. That dang King Disease 2, it's a dope record, man. Dope beats, because you know they been, you know what I'm saying, on Nas for a minute about production and the beats he pick and all that and all this and that. Like Nas been out here teaching for years, you know what I'm saying? Teaching. And just think, you know what I'm saying, on Takeover, Jay-Z diss towards Nas, where, you know, Jay-Z said, "What you trying to kick knowledge?" You know what I'm saying? And that was actually a diss back then, but you look now like Jay-Z kicking knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, big facts.
And Nas been out here doing it the whole time. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely want to, you know what I'm saying, give credit where credit is due. You know, give that man his flowers because, you know, man, you know, you could raise a child off some of the stuff. He, you know what I'm saying, he dropping his records for real. You know what I'm saying, and he's still doing it. When you listen to his new release, King Disease 2, it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying. A lot of stuff people kicking today, as far as like being woke and stuff like that. He even spoke about it on one of his songs on
King's Disease. I heard that. I caught that line. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's
talking about woke.
Talking about woke. I'm laughing at rappers, something to that extent or whatever like that. I don't know the exact lyric, but he been kicking all that stuff about, you know, like black people being like the, you know what I'm saying, the original people, or, you know, and all that stuff about, you know, black people being in Egypt and stuff like that. He was kicking that then, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? And he's still kicking that type of stuff today. So it's just dope to hear on a record. And it's just dope to listen to a record that ain't, you know, talking about smoking dead ops and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, all this crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying, the young, which I'm entertained by it sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I'm entertained by the, you know, the ignorant, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, but it was definitely a breath of fresh air to hear, you know what I'm saying, Nas, you know what I'm saying, with that OG talk, you know what I'm saying. That was
definitely, that's a dope track, 40 side. It's a dope track. I think it's a good blend as far as like what's going on, and that's what I like about the pairing between him and Hit Boy. I think Hit Boy has done a great job working with Nas and kind of bringing, like, he can still bring that early 90s feel to a beat, but still kind of, you know, bring the right sounds and elements to where is viable for today's time. So
that's
I think
a fact.
That pairing is like it's really dope just to see the music that him and Hit Boy they create together. You know what I'm saying? They definitely a dope duo. One of the things I definitely got to call out about the album King Disease, I think just the timing of it, as far as Nas.
Escobar season has returned.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
yeah.
He just won a Grammy off King Disease, and he came right back with King Disease 2. I think you see the pattern. A lot of artists, they'll win a Grammy or get like a critically acclaimed album, and they'll take a long break off. It's over for that now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got Nas. He's in his 40s, and you know, if he could do it, a lot of these young guys, man, that's getting these awards and dropping these critically acclaimed albums and thinking they can take these long extended breaks off, man, you got to feed your fans out here, man.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? I can name a couple artists that's doing that these days. And then it was dope because you had Kanye, he punk faked the whole world with his album, and Nas said, nah, I won a Grammy on the last album, came right back, dropped King's Disease 2. Dope, solid project. It can be done. What's taking these artists so long to recreate these albums, bro?
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, especially in, you know, today's time and the way of releasing music. You know what I'm saying, where music is just so more easily accessible through streaming and all these streaming sites and stuff like that. You know, and it's so quickly digested. Like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, and I get that, you know what I'm saying, but I think if you putting out solid music or whatever, like a solid project, I think your fans, you know what I'm saying, the people that gravitate towards your music is gonna ride with it regardless of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, you know, people, they want to build this anticipation, but a lot of times it's like you build this anticipation and people wait for you to drop these albums, then they come out, then it's the same outcome. Like they hear it, then they gone.
Yeah.
So I think if, you know, aside from your fans, I think your fans gonna live with the music if it's good. You know what I'm saying? And you staying true to who you are as an artist. That's just my belief. Right. But so definitely big up the Nas on that King Disease 2. A lot of standout tracks on that album. One of the most outstanding songs on there, as far as like I think got a lot of attention. Of course, you know, he collab with Lauryn Hill again. Oh yeah, you know, their first song was "If I Ruled the World." That was off the It Was Written album. So they back together. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope verse from Lauryn Hill. She addressed a lot of the slander and stuff she been getting over the years,
right.
As far as being late. Me, I see Lauryn Hill live once at a they have at a funk festival down in Jacksonville, and great performer, but that late stuff is big facts. It's big facts.
Yeah, she showed up and she want to.
Yeah, she showed up.
Lauren on Queen Time, man. Y'all just gotta wait. You know what King Joffrey Joe say?
And she
let them wait. Both coming to America. You gotta wait on it.
And she really liked that because when she was on stage, she was like, she might. I don't know. You ever see like? Cause I see Kanye do it too. Like if something don't sound right, she gonna stop the song right then and there, point to whoever playing that instrument. Hey man, do this. You know what I'm saying? They do their little motions, they change it up, start it back over. So she really like that. Like she's really
about what she doing.
Exactly. So that's dope performer though. Dope performer. Yeah. Definitely a legend.
Now my favorite track off there is off that King Disease is it's a dope album. So but if I had to pick out tracks that stood out to me was definitely that 40 side, definitely that Death Row East when he got into, you know what I'm saying? I guess his friction with Death Row and Tupac and Suge and all that in them time. It was cool to see him address it in a record because Nas don't do a lot of interviews, and I ain't never really hear him spoke on it from his point of view, like how that whole situation played out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure if like younger fans, if they can grasp, you know what I'm saying, that whole story. That's the only thing. That's probably be my only critique about it. You know what I'm saying? But for anybody that is familiar with it, I think it's a dope, solid record, and I like the way he, spoke on it and addressed the situation, because I think a lot of people, been able, like I done seen other people tell the same story with him in it without his point of view. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree. Snoop was talking about that.
Yeah, Snoop done spoken that, and I seen him kind of go back in a Breakfast Club interview and kind of correct Snoop on some things.
Yeah.
But he kind of went into more depth on it. You know what I'm saying, on this album, which I think is always dope when rappers address situations on record
in music,
instead of doing interviews. So that's some OG stuff. Instead of running to Twitter or I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, social media.
Yeah. Definitely some OG talk with that King Disease too. But let's move into a younger guy releasing a record. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like as a standout amongst his class. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I feel like he one of the kind of dope artists on TDE.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you say that about
me personally?
Rashad.
I like Schoolboy. My list would probably be Kendrick, Schoolboy Q, then J-Rock, then Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? I like Isaiah. Isaiah is dope, and like that Sylvia. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sylvia Demo. I thought that was like dope. Like
when it was out.
It was like if somebody, for me, even like his style, even like, and I think on that, particularly that album, to me, I feel like he was kind of like a one-man outcast for me. Just he had the lyrics, he had the swag, the beats kind of put you in that mind, like that nostalgia as far as like Outkast, Aquemini era. Right. So I had like high expectations for this guy career-wise, period. You know what I'm saying? Not sure if he kind of lived up to it, but I always thought he was really a dope, fresh artist. Yeah. Shout out to Dustin. He put me on Isaiah Rashad. Yep.
Bet. So what did you think after giving a listen to the House is Burning, his latest release? What did you think of that album as a whole?
Man, I thought the album was the production. Let me start off on a good note. The production was dope.
They say start with love, right?
Start with love, lead with love.
Right.
The production was dope. The production was dope. Stellar. I think all the way through. The beats was right. You know what I'm saying? I like some of the melodies he chose as far as like his flow, but I'm missing the bars. Like that guy can really rap. If you go back to like I said, Sylvia Demo.
You get it. Right.
That joke was dope. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope album, and he had bars on there. This one is like more like the mumble style. I just couldn't like
more like a vibe. That's what I took from it. And but only thing I regret, like, because I sent you out the topics, whatever like that, and I wanted to review both of them albums because I like both of these artists. I regret listening to the Nas first. I think I probably would feel a little different about The House is Burning if I had listened to Nas first. Because Nas is a little bit more bar heavy, lyric heavy. You know what I'm saying? Lyric driven. Whereas this album, I feel like The House is Burning is a little bit more melody driven. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of seemed like he was going for more like a vibe. and he a real melodic dude. Even on Sylvia demo, some of the more melodic tracks were my favorite tracks on there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He had some joints on there. Even with the melody,
he had the bars.
But he had the bars.
And his wordplay, like the type of artist he can say something, and he could have said it this way, like the way he do his bars. Yeah, like
but
he just a lot more intricate.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that just like stuck out to me as far as him and doing his lyrics. Like I appreciate the most about him, and I think that's what's make him stand out in TDE as far as how he structured his bars, because
being from the South.
And being from the South, yeah. Of course, I think he's from Chattanooga.
Yeah, he's from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah, but
dope artist.
That's definitely a dope artist. I have to before I want to give my review on that, I want to give it another listen. But I will say the track with J Rock, True Story, featuring J Rock. J Rock had a standout verse on that, but he usually does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he usually does.
I don't think he get enough credit for some of his features he do and from the tracks he do. Like J Rock is a dope artist. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely liked this song with he got with SZA on Score, SZA and Black. And I think every time Isaiah and Rashad SZA get together, you know what I'm saying?
It's a dope one.
It's a dope record. You're gonna get a dope record. I love SZA though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give it another listen, man, because I think you gave me a different perspective as far as saying, hey, when you listen to it, you took it in a different way as far as like it's more melody driven. I think I was kind of just turned off by the record when I did hear the bars, and that's what I was kind of waiting for.
So, me too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna stick a fork in them just yet. We gonna, I'm gonna do a second listen.
We gonna reconvene. We'll revisit it
at another point.
Yeah. But shoot, man. How your week been going, man, with all this back to school stuff? I know your kids went to back to school, right?
Yeah, man. Back to school. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on here, you know, in the city, just as far as, you know, kids going back to school. We got the coronavirus still looming. You know, cases going up.
Yeah, it's crazy
out there. It's hitting the schools pretty hard in certain areas. Where a lot of a lot of people being exposed to the COVID, you know, so they quarantining. So a lot of them that went to school going right back to the house on quarantine.
I don't know how true it is. I've seen on socials that some schools shutting down.
Yeah.
And I actually Googled it. Like it's like they giving like the districts the option of whether they should open their school or close their school or do partial openings where the kids is back, you know, home on the computer doing school. But yeah, man, it's definitely, you know, some worrying times and be sending your kids to school, you know, in the midst of this pandemic. It's been crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely nervous for my kids, you know what I'm saying? You know, of course, that's natural as a parent. You're going to worry, you know, but, you know, my kids been, you know, and this might sound stupid, but my kids been healthy, like, since they got here. Like, they ain't never really had no long sicknesses. Even when they was like hand babies, like, they ain't been sick for like long periods of time, like none of that. So we've been definitely blessed, you know what I'm saying, as far as parents and, you know, with my kids and stuff. So
from what,
there's some worry there.
Yeah, there's definitely some worry there.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Another thing else you got to worry about, because I feel like the kids is a little bit more resilient than some of the older folks. I'm more worried about what they bring home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And for the other folks, cause we not gonna tell you. And that was my thing. I guess I definitely don't want to put no false narrative out there, because the kids can contract COVID too.
Yeah,
if you don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They may not show symptoms just like an adult may have and not show symptoms. So we definitely don't want to put a false narrative out there. The kids can't get it, but kids are known to be more resilient as far as, you know, that type of thing or sicknesses. You know, so I guess it's worried as apprehension, but at the same time, you know, I think everybody was at a point where they wanted get back to some type of normalcy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it was like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, I was ready for that. I was ready to send the kids back. I ain't gonna, my daughter, she go to a private school. She's not in public school right now, and it's a smaller setting school. Yeah. They do all you know, CDC guidelines. The desks are spaced out. They got things in front of the desk to block them for the, you know what I'm saying? They definitely doing their social distancing, they checking temperatures coming in, hand sanitizing, you know. So I feel comfortable saying, because we sent her all last year.
Oh, you did?
While kids was home on the computer.
Oh, I didn't
My
know
baby
that.
was going to school, you know, so that was dope. You know what I'm saying? For her, because I feel like I don't know how that time home may have affected kids, as far as like, especially younger kids, where they kind of building those social skills. They've been home all year, just around their siblings and around their parents, and then now, boom, they back to school. And school look a lot different than probably the last time they was there. You know what I'm saying?
Different grades and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like even with me and my kids, you know, I got 2 at the house with me. Was given, you know, we was doing the homeschooling and stuff. Man, that was a lot on parents. You know, I'm getting off at night. You know, I'm working 12-hour shifts at night. I'm coming home and now I'm up on the computer or halfway up. You know, pretty much dozing off. You know what I'm saying? While the kids is on you know, the Zoom and the, you know, the different things, the school and stuff. I had meltdowns many a day because
meltdown.
Yeah, man, because it was a lot. And then, you know, when they at the house and they going to school, you got to be the lunch lady. You got to be, you know, you got to do all that work.
Right.
The teacher, everything, you know, you put them on there. But like, which my older daughter, you know, my daughter, she's a little older and she's been to school. It was easier for her because she knows, hey, I got to get my lessons. She's taking direction. Last year, it was my son's first year of school. That's how he experienced it, through Zoom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He like, man, yo, he getting up in the middle of the class, walking off, like, is this over yet? Is it lunchtime? So it's me and him had a rough, it was rough.
Yeah.
But I was happy to see him go back this year. This his first year of actually getting to go to school. So I was happy for him in that regard. So and he's been doing good, you know, getting his smiley faces. So off to a smooth start.
Right.
But I told him, you know, he act up. You know, I work nights. I'll be up there. You know,
Right. Hey.
no problem. I go up there all day.
Straighten his ass out.
Nah, but he's good though. He's good.
Yeah. So how back to school shopping went for you, man? You looking a little light today.
Yeah, man. It wasn't that bad. I guess because we had bought even like uniforms for them last year. Then they didn't end up going. So we had a lot of stuff still on the tuck. You know, we got more stuff, of course. You know, supplies, sneakers, stuff like that. But they was kind of getting that stuff like all summer, so it wasn't really that stressful going this year because they had been home for so long. You know what I'm saying, with stuff. So it wasn't that stressful as far as, you know, if they had been moving, you know what I'm saying, the whole last year, it wasn't like that. So
I feel.
But it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Right.
How about you, man?
Shoot, we had to go. Shit, my baby growing like a dang weed. You know what I'm saying? We had her feet grow fast, so it's like we had to go through the whole thing over. You know what I'm saying? Got to go get uniforms. She wear uniforms and go get sneakers and stuff like that, and all the school supplies. You know, some of them lists them teachers say them be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want big box of Kleenex and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and then
that.
they're gonna just stash it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For next year.
Yeah, that's what my son told me. He come home like my wife sent them with the supplies or whatever, the stuff they asked for or whatever like that.
Right.
My teacher, she took it out of my book bag. She took it. I'm like, yeah, you ain't gonna never see that again.
Right. We wiping our nose with toilet paper at the house, but we buy Kleenex for y'all.
They want all the Lysol. Like it's probably like a freaking year supply of Lysol.
Right.
It's like that.
Right.
We want to kill the germs at our house too.
Right. So when you think of back to school shopping, how it was with you, because I'm sure it's a little different. A little different for you. For you compared to, you know what I'm saying, you got 2 at the house, but you got 3 all together.
Yeah, I got 3 all together.
Whereas, you know, we came up, you know what I'm saying, it was 6 of us for the most part.
Yeah, but Ari came a little later, so he had a little better. You know?
Yeah.
It was a little rough, you know.
Right, with 6 of us in the house, Bobby got to do school shopping.
Got a couple quotables from Mom Dukes around that time of the year.
That's a fact. I was messing with her about that the other day, and she got mad. Like she ain't said nothing.
She got mad.
She got mad. Like she ain't never said none of that.
She said all of that. That's all.
All of it. You know what I'm saying?
You just be lucky to get out the ball when I get your ass beat.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know,
Dukes.
it's like every time you go out somewhere with, you know, say black parents, you got to get a damn speech before you go in there. You get a lecture. You know what I'm saying?
You get a lecture.
I just want some Snickers, man. You know what I'm saying? Bobby pulls aside. Look here. You ain't picking out a damn car. You know what I'm saying?
I still remember that. That was epic.
And then she wanna point to the shoes and give you options on what shoe you can get. You know what I'm saying?
And she gonna punch you in the right. If you was gonna pick them out fair, you should just let me at the house.
You know what I'm saying? What you even bring me for? But you know it's some bullshit you finna get when they bring them home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you already know it.
And the laces tied together, all kind of fly stuff. You got this out of bed, didn't you? Man, Mommy, but you know, my mama did definitely. I ain't picking on my mama. My mama definitely did the best she could. You know what I'm saying?
It was a lot of.
I ain't gonna act like that shit wasn't rough. Going to school, and you wanted some Nike. Everybody else got Nikes. You had them New Balances or some, you know, and
Chuck Taylors or something.
Yeah. Shit, I remember one time Birth got me. Birth, that's a Pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pops got me one time. I wanted some Allen Iversons, you know what I'm saying? This was Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying, going off. They ain't that beat Kobe in the finals, you know what I'm saying? I want the answers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, this nigga,
what answer did you get?
It wasn't no damn answers. I don't know what it was, but they had the Allen Iverson sign on them. Had me confused. It was confusions. I said, well, what the hell? Hey, and then I was like, and what was so crazy, I was like in middle school. You know, you can't even go out like that in middle school. Elementary, you might get a slide, but kids is cruel, yo. That don't start young. You know what I'm saying?
That should start early.
And you know what I'm saying? People maybe outside of like black culture probably wouldn't understand like the pressure a kid has on the first day of school to be fresh. I don't care if
I think it's probably across the board now.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Cause
you see the Vine when they were talking about Dad with the Vans. Yeah, it's across the board now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Little Johnny got at least go grab him a pair of Vans this year.
Hey, for real though. But coming up though, bro, I remember this. You know what I'm saying? I had this white friend or whatever like that. Yo, he wore the same shoes. Had to been 2 years, you know what I'm saying? They come to school first day, his shoes dirty, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't never used to seem like that, used to bother them or nothing like that. Like, but we used to act like it's the end of the world. You ain't got no fresh kicks on, a fresh fit. You gotta at least go out good for like the first 3 days, you know what I'm saying, of back to school, you know what I'm saying?
At least
after that, they don't care what you do, but you better be, you know what I'm saying?
First, yeah, you gonna get all the ridicule,
man.
Streets is watching them first 3 days.
That's a fact.
Shit,
we used to crack on each other, knowing we only had about 3 good outfits together.
I might be cracking on you in your clothes.
That's a fact. But that shit used to get real at school, boy. You had to come correct, man.
Yeah, we was good at. Yeah, we was checking everybody nice.
And we wasn't even fresh like that, though.
Nah. But you get, that's the thing. You ain't had to be either. One or two things had to happen. Either you had to have a good joke game, or you had to have a good dress game. One of the two. If you ain't got them jokes,
you out bad.
You down bad, man. You down bad.
You better find the weakest link.
Yeah.
And jump on him, because if not, everybody gonna get on you. So it was all like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I remember it was a couple times I went to school, man. I got in a fight just because I know I ain't had nothing I wanted to wear the next day. Let me go ahead and catch the suspension and go home, because I don't feel like this shit. I'm good.
It was survival
technique. Man, boy. Man, school.
Man.
I'm glad my baby ain't gonna have to worry about that though, because she wearing her uniforms, and plus
the uniforms slid
it
in
just
there
hurt, so we could just
for the school that go for the uniforms. My oldest baby, she don't got uniforms though. She get to do her own thing.
Yo,
What
you
she
remember
like
Murph used to throw him and them bootcut jeans for us, man.
Oh,
Just cause
man.
you go, yo, this is
Him might be, and Murph
Hey.
and he him it himself now. He ain't taking it to no consignment
no
shop,
cleaners
but
or nothing.
He doing
He's
it
straight
himself.
out of prison. He got a fucking sewing certificate. Now he's sewing crazy. He's sewing hair rags. He's sewing your jeans. He's sewing shirts. This man's out of control. So now you want to buy you some bootcut jeans and hem it to where it'll fit on your whatever New Balance sneakers or whatever he decided to pick you up. I remember one time my
New Balance
sneakers
is
was
tucked
so
under the
big.
cuff.
My sneakers was so down bad. That man tried to get me to wear some loafers with my jeans.
It looked better than them shits.
That what he told me.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's a fact. Yo, Murph was wild. But you know what though? And then he'll have all kind of old stories about when he was young, how fresh he was. But he, you know, say he was, you know, he was hustling when he was young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yo,
When that's gonna translate down,
when is the trickle down effect gonna happen?
that's gonna translate
Why
here.
would you send me like this? You know what I'm saying?
We need it now, Murph. Now.
Why would you bring me those damn Allen Iverson from Men's Warehouse? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You ain't even going to Foot Locker. And Mama used to be in red form inside that mall. She want to point you to the 3 sneakers she wants you to have, and then you pick out of them. You know what I'm saying? You better not even look at no Jordans or Nikes. It was a couple. I did have some couple.
Nah,
bright
we got
spots,
we got some good ones
we
in
got
there.
some stuff. It wasn't all
just wasn't
bad.
all way. It was a lot of us though.
Yeah, and I
Mom,
definitely
you know,
understand because man, shoot, just
Yeah.
with one, you know what I'm saying? I know how that is, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And my parents definitely did the best they could for me, so I don't want nobody to misconstrue it, you know what I'm saying? But
Nah, they definitely did.
it's just stuff you look back on, kind of laugh because it was so critical at the time.
It's just funny. It's all that jokes. Mom just know we love her. Mommy, I love you.
Right. It's like it was just seemed so critical at the time, and then you look back on it like, yo, that shit wasn't that real. You know what I'm saying?
In the bigger scheme of things, it wasn't.
Because half the people that used to crack on me, they wasn't fresh either. I want them to know that. Y'all wasn't that fly.
Something high.
A lot of y'all had on them big ass
Wilson
them shirts with
High.
them dragons on it and all kind of shit. That shit wasn't cool. What was that? What you remember that little stint in middle school where everybody had the
anime
dragons?
dragon on the joint.
Yeah, what was that shit? I'm trying to figure out like why was niggas wearing that?
Did Cisco popularize that? I don't know what that was.
Had niggas walking around looking like they out of a dojo.
Choker had the Dragon Ball Z button up on.
I know somebody. I ain't gonna
going
say their
Super
name on
Saiyan.
this podcast, but you know it. If you see this, you know who he was. You had like a color for every week, and with the denim to match. You remember with the denim, where they had the color denim. You could get yellow denim with the shine to it, the red denim with the blue. He had.
I had a
he had
shiny
the green one.
I had a shiny denim suit.
I definitely had. Nah, I didn't get the shiny one.
I had
some
a
shiny
glossy
jeans.
one. It was glossy.
And it was extra baggy, shiny. Them bitches shine for real. But shoot, what did you go back to school and that you was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill these niggas.
I'm gonna kill them.
I'm gonna kill them. I'm
I
on
remember
their neck.
what
did you have?
1 year, let me tell you about it, right?
Yeah.
Come in close, right?
I'm all ears.
I had a platinum. I had the it was like a plaid giddy up, right? And it was like it was short. It was like a short set. Right, and it matched. It was like black and gray and white. It was plaid,
Stop.
and it had a plaid button up, and then it was a plaid bucket hat to go with that joint.
Bucket hat
On the boys, man. I looked like LL or something, man. I don't know who I thought I was, man. It was.
Yeah, that was tilted, didn't you?
I had it tilted. I had it cocked, man. I had it on every Friday. That was the fit. Every Friday, I was killing them.
Hey, I remember we had that. I had a blue one.
You had the blue.
Mama used to.
We was matching.
We was matching back then. Mommy wanted to buy us the same
Same
thing,
stuff, just
same
different
stuff.
color.
Different color. I had a baby blue one when you had the black one.
I had the black one.
and then I had the white case switch. That one case switch.
And I had the black.
kinda-
And I had the black case.
It was popular in my world. I don't know if people was.
They was leaning in 3 days.
Them bitches was so low. Them shit would have leaned quick.
Real quick. You wasn't hit no juke move or nothing. No.
You ain't do a date to that. You can't play no ball in though.
Nothing.
I'm trying to think. What I
killing
had? I mean, one time we was out on Christmas break, and mommy bought us those denim suits. It had the jacket.
Oh,
We even got the little hat and everything. Mommy got this shit straight we got this shit straight off Canal Street. Yeah, with the Visit people up in Jersey, but we got it straight off Canal Street. That shit was fake as hell. But look, hey,
but the
we
look
had
was
the
there.
Timbs too though. The Timbs was fresh.
They was official.
The Timbs was official, and the fitted was real.
The fitted was real.
So it was cool. I was happy as hell, man. I thought I had that fitted to the back. I had my motherfucking jacket on.
We was like
summertime.
We was like two DMXs.
Nigga, it was 100 degrees. I had that denim suit on. I wore that shit down, nigga. I was on the summer school with that denim suit on.
Timbs was done by then.
Hey. You remember when Fubu had the just a little bit off course, but you remember when Fubu had the that Fat Albert platinum Fubu shit, yo? Was that not some bullshit? Hey, yo, they had Fat Albert with some damn with a do-rag on, and they got
I had that shirt.
and the earring, yo.
I had that shirt.
I know Bill Cosby was like, "What the hell is going on here?" I don't know who gave them that license. That shit was ridiculous.
Bill probably still mad over
yo. The whole thing with Fat Albert, they was like the Junkyard Gang, right? How you gonna bling out the Junkyard Gang? That shit was ridiculous. Fat Albert be sitting there with a do-rag on, a chain on,
crucifix,
looking like Big Worm or some shit. That shit was crazy.
I had that shirt too, platinum Fubu.
I remember you had a red and black, but yeah, you wore that out. You wore that down, brother.
Speaking of Fubu, right? Just to kind of get back to the culture. You think we'll ever see something like that again, as far as like where hip hop is dictating those trends like that and owning the clothing? I guess you kind of can say Yeezy. You kind of see Yeezy doing it, but you still don't see it like where everybody's kind of on board. You know what I'm saying? Where Fubu was like everywhere.
So, like
Fubu was like Def Jam,
fashion, like everything's so like.
But we taking
I don't know if we get back
like
to like
that.
some grassroots like urban clothing. I don't think it's gonna get back there. I think it's too far gone.
You think it's too far gone?
I don't know if we'll see it, because you know, like them trends, like they just kind of seem like go around. It have to be something like people very excited about, and people only seem to be excited when it comes to clothing if it's like
high fashion,
like luxury type stuff. That's what I think. That's my perspective. I don't know. I'm not really in like crazy like into clothes and not like or fashion or not like that. But most of it seem like the ones that's more geared towards like urban, or the kids like gravitating towards it's like high fashion stuff. Like you down there gotta have like I be seeing kids like going to high school taking pictures and they have on like Louis belts.
Yeah, I seen that
I
recently.
Be like, yo, this is wild,
crazy to me.
I probably would have to kill myself. You know what I'm saying?
If I was going to school now
back then, you know what I'm saying? If that's how it was
think about
then,
that's crazy.
It'd be wild. Like these kids under a lot of pressure to be cool. And you then gotta have your clothes together and be cool. Like you could probably be cool if you play, like when we was going to school, you could probably be cool if you played sports. You know what I'm saying? Or you had jokes, you rap, you had some kind of cool talent. You still could be cool. Now it seems like you gotta have something, and you gotta dress. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look cool. You know what I'm saying? But
it's
you
crazy.
gotta have like the gadgets, and a lot of stuff is expensive now, man. It's hard on these kids out here these days. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
it's a lot.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.
Back to school. That was fun times.
Yeah, man. School is crazy, man. What kind of student would you say you was, man, in school?
Oh, man. I think looking back, if I had to characterize it, I think I was a slacker. Definitely.
That was my thing. Like I was so late. I was lazy, yo. I was lazy.
Bro, I was lazy.
I wasn't stupid, but I was lazy.
I wasn't even lazy. I was lazy. But it was like I wasn't focused. Like I could care less.
Yeah.
I was like it had got to a point like I just could. It wasn't computing. Like A to B. Okay, I sit here and learn this, get this high school education. Okay, what I'm about to do after that with it? You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And I was kind of like in a rush to kind of go to work. You know what I'm saying? And now I've been working since then, and I'm like, damn.
Man, I be sitting at job.
I wish I had cut this up a little bit.
I wish I had do something. Do something. Do a doctor's or master's. I should have stayed in school as long as I could. Hey, I swear I be thinking like that too. But that's why I was able
to rest to do this shit for the rest of my life.
Yo, I was up in that plant pulling that 12 last night, bro. And that's why I swear I say this probably like once a week at work. Mama told me it'd be days like this. Cause she told me, like, yo, go ahead and do your school. You know what I'm saying? Do this, do that, third. You know, I wasn't trying to hear that shit.
I wasn't trying to hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'll be at school now. I'll be seeing, like, I'll be like, man. When I be talking to my kid, I'll be like, man, stay in school as long as you can. Get as much as you can out of it, man.
That's a fact.
Once you hit that work world, man.
It's on.
And when you got to do both.
Yeah.
It's no fun when you trying to, because right now, I'm enrolled over at Tech, so I'm working on associates over there, and it's like, man, when you got to do both and you trying to juggle and everything,
that's a fact.
But just picture like if I could cut out all the other stuff I had going on as far as work or whatever, just focus on school.
Focus on this,
man.
Yeah, that's how I'm like too.
Have it made.
I do classes online, working on my associates now. Decided to go back to school or whatever, try to, what I'm saying, further my education, my formal education, whatever like that. And yeah, man, it's definitely it's a damn juggling act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Between depending on what it calls for at the job, I might be work 60 hours a week. Then I can't just let the house go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can't let the house go.
You got homework, you got this, you got that, and kids, and man, it's definitely a
juggling act.
Yeah, man.
Got a good support system though.
Yeah.
Once you got a good support system, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, man, if you had to pick, man, your favorite movie where the kids was going to school, still staying there like with the school days.
Is that even a question? Favorite school movie?
Yeah.
Juice, man.
Something told me
Juice,
this old pothead was gonna pick Juice. Man, Juice is probably
Juice,
like
hands down.
Man, you know what my take on, and why Juice? Why Juice? I want to hear why Juice first.
It was just like a good story. Like it was like, and I think it was kind of true to. I mean, it was. I guess, of course it got the theatrics added to it because this is Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily always capture. They not gonna capture the urban experience 100%. Like,
hey, they be wildin' too, man.
They be wildin'. You know what I'm saying? But even some of the names be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can tell some white writers did this. I don't know if I
even met a brother named Bishop like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's dope. Just the whole story. I definitely think.
You said Bishop was dope.
Well, yeah, Bishop, the Pop.
Oh, let me pause you right there.
Bishop was.
Right there. Pac is dope. Bishop was not dope. Let me tell you, Bishop. How I swear I had this conversation with my wife the other day because I watched Juice.
Watch yourself now.
Pac is dope, and I want to make sure I separate that from the character.
Okay,
but we gotta stop saying Bishop was dope.
What?
We gotta stop. Bishop was so lame. If you went to school with Bishop, you would hate this dude. Bishop ain't get no girls. Bishop ain't get no money.
Take it easy.
Bishop ain't play no sports.
Take it easy.
And he was a rat. He was scared of the Puerto Rican. So how is Bishop dope? Bishop sit in the police station and tried to pin his murder on a Puerto Rican. So he's a snitch.
Okay.
He's a killer and a snitch.
Okay.
Q was dope. Q bagged the older chick.
Yeah.
You ain't see Bishop. I don't remember seeing Bishop talk to no girls in the movie. He ain't have a girlfriend.
He ain't talked to no girl. The other, what's his name? Raheem had a girl.
Yeah.
He had a girl, but she was curving him. And she had an alien head too.
But Bishop, when you think about all Bishop wanted to do was run around with that little bullshit 38 or whatever that was, shoot people and cause havoc. Like, nothing about that was cool.
He was trying to get the juice. Once you get the juice, then the rest of the stuff comes.
Look at that message that sends out though. And that's what I see a lot of like with these kids, like with some of these younger teenagers that's committing some of those crimes like murder and stuff like that. Like you 17 or 15 and you shooting somebody, and it don't never be connected to no money. It don't be connected to like a better way of life. It just be shooting somebody to show other people like I ain't the one to mess with. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's who that character Bishop was. He was shooting people just to let people know he had done been pushed around so much.
Yeah, and I think that was and that's like the human side of the character. So I think you got to look at it from that perspective, and I think you'll get a different perspective of who Bishop was. Even when, and it was a lot of things that they didn't really delve into as far as his background, but they showed you like subtle things, like when he came home and his dad was sitting in a chair, and it's like his dad was like a vegetables, like he wasn't paying attention to nothing. So that kind of gave you a background of who Bishop was.
Why somebody gotta die? Because your daddy is a vegetable.
It was about him being young. It's about young these young kids in these urban environments that come up and they have this anger for whatever reason. Bishop had his reasons for being angry, misplaced anger. They had, Bishop had his reason for being angry. You know what I'm saying? He acted on it in different ways. Your boy, what's his name? The DJ guy, Q. He had an outlet. He had ambition. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do the DJ thing. He had some place to put that energy.
Bishop could have carried the crates or something though. Man.
Fat Boy Chops was eating. He was good.
Hey, but the thing about Bishop was like, yo, if you round somebody or whatever like that, and that I would advise that to any young person. If you don't know your purpose, try to be around somebody who know their purpose, and do that. You will find your purpose. You will find your outlet. Like you had a homeboy that was doing something positive, and all they did was criticize him for wanting to be a DJ.
Yeah,
that's why I just said. I just don't like
have those two though.
Yeah,
those guys.
But we can't say he was dope.
Nah, we can't say he was dope. I think Tupac's portrayal of Bishop was dope. You know what I'm saying? I think definitely. I think it was, it was aspects of truth in that character. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was negative or positive. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a real showing. I mean, the guy, I think he, you really would classify Bishop as like a psychopath. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I thought the movie and the overall story was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely a dope movie. I just rag.
But yeah, we could take
Bishop.
Yeah, we could take that from Bishop though.
He was kind of wild because it was like he didn't really fight back until he got the pistol. And then, I think that's just the wrong message to be sent out to the people. You know what I'm saying? Right. He got enough people getting shot, man.
That's a true fact. Yeah. But looking at these kids out these days, they probably don't know what the hell juice is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They was talking about remaking it one time. Don't ruin that. I'm so sick of 2021. Stop remaking stuff, man.
Bro, you see Space Jam,
man. Stop. Just stop. Space Jam wasn't that bad though.
The first one or the second one?
The second one it's not that bad. I seen it getting slammed, man. It was getting slammed like to the point like, all right, y'all, I think they was taking.
They had like the first one won a damn Oscar.
I thought it was dope.
It was bad acting in the first one.
Like Michael Jordan can act. Like I thought it was and Bugs Bunny. Like really? like what y'all was looking for? But I thought the story was kind of dope. What I appreciated about it was damn near a whole all black cast. So I thought that was dope.
But yo, you know what threw me off was the guy. I guess the guy that kind of was paired with him. I didn't watch the whole damn movie. I fell asleep. I tried to watch that joke with my daughter, and I couldn't make it. I ain't gonna lie, but it was the guy that was on the basketball court with him, the older guy, not supposed to be his sons. Who is that guy? He not an actor, is he?
Who? Which guy are you talking?
It was a guy that was on the basketball court with him. So he was an older guy though. But I seen him like maybe twice throughout the movie with LeBron.
Oh yeah, I know you talking.
He's not an actor, is he?
Yeah, I think he is an actor.
Man.
Yeah, he is. You stupid.
That joke was crazy. I thought he was probably just like somebody he put in a movie. I thought his acting was bad.
I think it was. I think it was the. I don't know. They said, even when the first Space Jam came out, it wasn't held like it is held today.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When it first came out, they slammed the movie too. But then after years, it was like a cult classic. So hopefully that's what if
Yeah, 'cause my daughter, she like
I think LeBron just need to go get another chip. Then people will love Space Jam too. I think people still butthurt they got put out the first round and they were just like, "Night, you want to put out a movie? Nah, nigga, you should got that chip."
Yeah, I feel you. I definitely I feel
That's what I
about that.
think it is.
So my favorite movie with the, you know what I'm saying, where it was based in school would have to be Lean on Me.
Oh Lord,
We are strong. There is
you smoke crack, don't you? Man, you got some quotables in that one. don't you?
Boy, hey, Joe Clark was in Red 4. Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman was on one of that.
He was on one.
And you'll forget that's Morgan Freeman. It's the same guy that played God.
Yeah. Hey, he was wild, wasn't he?
Hey,
He took
he
that
was
man
on,
on the
man.
roof. Yo.
You smoke crack, don't you?
And I was seeing, like, I brought it up on YouTube when I see, you know what I'm saying, we used to chop it my bad, chopped it up about this topic. And so I brought that scene up where he on the roof with Sam's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell, you smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack. And you can just tell, like, the era, I think it's basically set in the 80s,
Yeah.
where when they go to,
Fun fact: my mom and my dad went to that school.
yeah, Eastside High in Patterson, New
Yep.
Jersey.
Mm.
And you can tell it was based, like the whole movie was kind of like based in the 80s where, you know, I think that's like the Reagan era where they like down with dope, up with hope, and shit like that. Because they just went out their way to find like a 14-year-old crackhead, a chubby one at that. That was saying, yo, this shit is wild, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They try to like push that like crack and whack type of joke, you know what I'm saying? So they just like, oh, we'll find us a crackhead and we'll make him 14, you know what I'm saying?
Hell over me.
And then take him on the roof and berate him. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, as soon as he leave his roof, he going to get hot. You gonna make this man feel terrible. You know what I'm saying? You told him to jump off the damn roof. And then they got the girl in there. She gets pregnant, had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Teenage pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? It's like
That was bad.
this principal come in and he solved all the ailments in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he.
Oh man.
She damn near acted like a rape victim. You know what I'm saying?
Like yeah. She.
That joke was wild. Like it was a lot of
did get
over.
little wild.
Yeah, like super dramatic in that movie.
Yeah, it got weird. It got weird. It definitely got weird.
But
it was a dope movie.
dope movie,
Definitely
dope
a classic
actor in
movie.
it. Morgan Freeman,
Based on a true story.
Jermaine Hopkins plays Sam's the chubby crackhead.
You know he's doing some media rounds.
It's
now.
always wild though. Not for nothing though. It's always wild when you see like a fat crackhead. Like you gotta pick your struggle, man. Is it gonna be food? I be trying to think like, how does that work? Do a mother be like, yo, I'm gonna smoke this crack, and then as soon as when I get home, I'm gonna eat this big ass plate. Is that how that work? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta pick which one.
You know how weed heads and smoke this bowl. I'm gonna hit this weed, then I'm gonna go eat a big ass bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Do they do that? Like smoke the crack and be like, damn, yo, when I
you
get
get
home,
the
fuck
appetite.
these Fruity Pebbles.
You smoke the weed, you know. They get the appetite.
But I didn't know you
munchies.
get an appetite.
I don't know about crack. That's
appetite
a
with crack.
different. I only see people lose weight on crack.
Yeah, that's what I say. They had a 14-year-old chubby crackhead. Wow.
They can sing.
Yo, I said, hey, they said,
They got a
they
little
looked at
wild.
him. He was like chubby. They was like,
You gonna
well,
be
we
out
can't cancel playing sports. Shit.
Let's wake up a crack.
Make him a crackhead. Yo, but that's a great movie though. It's a great movie.
Great movie,
That
definitely.
plus with my, you know what I'm saying, my parents going to that school, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
In the 80s too. 80s was
I
wild.
don't know.
Man.
That was good. They went to that school.
14-year-old.
They
like,
went there
smoking
before
crack.
Joe Clark came in. For what my moms used to always tell, they can't wait before, so it probably wasn't a good thing. Probably not before the movie came out. The movie came out. Yeah, I went there probably before that. They probably wasn't telling them.
But you ever been to Patterson, yo? Yo.
Hey, take it easy.
Nah, shout out to all my people in Patterson, though. I ain't talking to
Definitely.
Patterson. They ain't going there in the summertime getting that torpedo base sub with that motherfucker tinfoil on that mug.
That torpedo base.
Boy, when they make them subs thick and
That
wet,
piece
just
on
like I like my
Broadway.
women.
Nah, them sons was good.
Yo, them subs was dope, man. You know that sub good. It got that when they got that tinfoil on it. It just hold all them juices a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Patterson's a rough place, man.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. I can see why that school was like that.
I see a couple quarters look like that. And then you walk into school, it was like, you know, like graffiti. Ew, that shit was like super dramatic, yo. They had graffiti in the hallways. And like in my mind, like every director, you know what I'm saying, it's graffiti on it. Like this place is a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? Forget people use graffiti like an art form and stuff like that, but they want to signify this place a hellhole. Let's just slap some graffiti on this spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, man.
This is trash.
Definitely a classic movie though, man. Definitely. A classic movie, man.
Definitely a classic movie.
Yeah, man. So true, man. You wanna say something in closing, man? Wrap this thing up. Anything else you want to touch on?
Nah, I think that was it. I think it was a good show.
Why don't you let the people know like where they can follow us at
oh shit, I ain't
contact us. You ain't got that stuff there?
No, what is it? Is hold on. Yeah, I got a picture of it.
You need to pull it up, man. But yeah, cause we're definitely gonna be coming with more episodes of the Two True Podcast. Definitely gonna be getting some guests in here. So you know, to chop it up with the bros, talk about different things. So you know, reach out to us on social media.
Oh, you already do?
You know, you see us in the street, holler at us, man, if y'all want to be a guest on the show, man, because we trying to interview some people with some dope stories, talk about some dope topics. Y'all come on in, man, sit down with us.
It's,
but you can follow
I know it's Murphy Bros is Facebook. And the other one is what?
Two True 803.
Two True 803.
Okay, thank you, Todd. Dope recorder and editor.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
Yeah, yes. 22803. Hit us up, man. Come sit down with us, man, and chop it up on the different topics, man. Let us know what you got going on. You know, you got a business you trying to promote. Come sit down, man. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, you got some dope music too. Definitely want to sit down with some artists, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, I had a couple in mind, man, just about making the schedules
fit and everything. So
yeah.
We definitely gonna be linking back up with those, you know, we missed this week, and sitting down with y'all, man, because we definitely want to, you know, delve into what y'all got going on, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, why don't you sign us off, bro?
One thing about it, two things for certain, it can never be too used, so you might as well keep it too true.
Right.
Have a good one.
All right.
What's poppin' in the culture, linking with the who?